This was the closest I could get to something Luxembourgish.
Grande Dame.
Luxembourg! No.
Sometimes they speak French.
There is a French song in this selection. That's how we're doing it today.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about. Anyway.
7 songs in the selection.
7 songs in selection, and I forgot one. Anyway.
That'd be a lie.
Wild.
Hello?
Whoa.
Sorry, I was closing the banners. Excuse the Greta monster. Never mind. Today's a mess. I'm so sorry. I was trying to get rid of the banners.
Today wasn't a mess until Eduardo got here, and now
Yeah,
it's a
I'm
mess.
sorry.
Eduardo has brought in all of the bad omens.
It's my
today.
fault today.
It is
I am so
actually
sorry.
today their fault. Anyway.
Yeah, absolutely, it is my fault today. I'm so sorry.
Hello, Europe, Australia, and the world, and welcome to the CUP ESC, part of the Currently Unnamed Podcast Network, where we give you almost everything ESC from top to bottom, honey. I'm Logan Murphy, faith and gay, and Lord, I'm gonna need more fucking coffee. But I am currently drinking some room temperature caramel chai protein coffee because that is where I'm at in my day today. But you could drink lukewarm coffee out of a cup mug if you really wanted to. It doesn't hold that much in comparison, but
that's a large mug.
Well, yes. I'm a large person. I need a large mug.
No, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying this is a relatively average-sized mug, the cup mug.
Not for people with caffeine addictions. Anyway, you can get your cup mug and all of our other merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. Link is in the description below, and we do ship domestically within North America and internationally, so there are no excuses unless there are some excuses. Then there are some excuses because there are some excuses.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brook, and I'm just really happy to be here today. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that Luxembourg, after this massive absence, is finally returning to Eurovision. Like, since 93 was the last time they participated. So I'm just really excited. I don't know what they were thinking last year, like letting somebody compete under their name and not be Luxembourg or whatever. But I'm just happy that we finally have a proper selection with proper competitors representing Luxembourg. And I'm very excited for the future of Luxembourg Eurovision. So let's get into that. I am currently drinking a big fat bowl of nothing because I didn't have time to grab a water before the video started. So there's that.
Hello, everybody.
You still didn't have time?
We were talking.
Sorry, Lou. Go ahead.
It's all right. Hello, everybody. I'm Lewis. I'm a UK hun here to stun. And
Okay, that's it.
That's
it.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you did it. You found an intro. Yay!
I'm also drinking nothing, but I'm excited to. You know what? I'm not mad, so I'm excited to talk about it.
I'm not mad at all.
Mm-hmm. And hola, I am Eduardo, the Mexican representative of this podcast. I'm here to talk shit and get hit. Today, I'm drinking a fat bowl of shame. I feel very ashamed. I am late. I was late. Not of my own free will. I had no choice in the matter, unfortunately. I was screaming like, hey, I'm going to be late to the person I was with. And they were like, I don't care. So, not much I could do there. And then I just showed up and messed everything up. But you know what? We're trying. We're attempting something.
Period. Well, it is time for the first time in 43 years to talk about Luxembourg. Now, we have to talk about an unfortunate Luxembourgish accident last year. And that's all we're going to acknowledge. But we are here to talk about the Luxembourg Song Contest for 2025. New logo. She's cute.
Yeah.
You got to see her in the
cute.
background
You
here.
She's there.
She's there.
Check out the
We could
thumbnail.
disappear.
You saw the thumbnail. You saw the thumbnail. Y'all see the things.
Saw that.
But no, we're talking about Luxembourg Song Contest. We've got 7 beautiful songs to discuss today. We're going to give our thoughts, our points, all of those lovely, wonderful, and fantastic things. Before we do, though, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things Eurovision Song Contest. And make sure to check out the description below where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, and our Patreon for exclusive content and early access with some fun exclusive content and fun Patreon things coming in 2025. So stay tuned. And there will be Eurovision things included. It is not just one channel. It's going to be all 4 of them. And oh God, it's a lot of work. But we've got Luxembourg. We know that the Luxembourg Song Contest 2025 will be on January 25th in Etchelet. We've got 7 songs competing, a few returning artists, which makes me somewhat happy. And without further ado, I think we just should go for it.
Dive right in.
That reference makes much more sense in this context because shout out to Celine. Since we don't have a running order, we're going to go in alphabetical order, which means we are starting with Laura Thorne, La Poupée Monte les Sons, or what was it? The Doll something. Baby, you can't read The Doll.
Maybe you can't read The Doll.
That's not what it means. Baby, you can't read. Not me making a Roxy Andrews reference on this channel. La Poupée Monte les Sons, or The Doll Turns Up the Sound. Let's take a listen real quick.
I can't hear anything.
The sound is not sounding.
Is it really not?
No, unfortunately. Damn.
That's unfortunate.
Logan saw the title and said, "No, I'm kidding."
There will be a clip. There will be a clip in post. You all will hear it.
Let's go post.
Let's go post.
Apparently now I have to do things in post.
I guess the girl's gonna turn up the sound.
The doll's gonna have to turn up the sound in post.
The doll is really gonna turn up the sound in post.
In post.
I can't read the doll apparently.
Maybe you can't read.
Who wants to take the
Baby doll.
Maybe you can't turn up the sound.
Well, I personally really enjoyed the doll.
Okay.
I think whilst it sounds very simplistic on the production, I found myself really enjoying this. Perhaps maybe it slightly veers on the repetitive side, but I don't know. I just found this very pleasant.
I also found it to be rather pleasant. I think it's one of those songs that really grew on me because the first time I heard it, I was like, oh, okay, it's fine. It's pretty okay. And then the more I've listened to it, the more I've enjoyed it. I think it's not like earth-shattering revelations coming from the song or anything, but I'm really enjoying it. It's a fun disaster bop, and I mean that in the good way. And I'm here for that. So yeah.
I love this song.
Okay.
I love this song. I love the way that it starts too. We get this like little twinkling and then we get this kind of like big orchestral moment to start the song. I really enjoy that. I put in my notes, it sounds like a junior Eurovision song in the best way.
You know what?
Like,
yes.
Like there's really, but honestly, like there's no lies detected.
It would be a winning junior Eurovision entry.
Yeah, it would. I'm not mad at this song, honestly. Like I think the repetition here really works for me because of the beat. Like this is not a complex song in any way, shape, or form. But there's a lot of subtle detailing here that I really, really enjoy. The staccato notes at the end of each verse are really nice. There's this like kind of development in the song when you get to the bridge, and I'm like, okay, there's a little bit more like maturity to the song is what I wrote. It's not an immature song by any means of the imagination, but I do enjoy it. And from what I remember, Laura, she's currently a teacher at the Esh Azet Conservatory of Music. And she has a master's degree in music theory, music pedagogy, and pop singing.
Work diva.
So work.
Yeah, that's a story.
Work diva. Work diva. Yeah, I really enjoy this.
Yeah, I think the one that's the lowest on this song, it seems like, it's not that I don't like this song, because I do, but I agree with you in some ways that it is some reminiscent of a junior Eurovision entry. However, Esperanza, Hear Me Now, To My Mom were all better than this. So like I feel like it's even like slightly like it's better. Like I've heard better from junior Eurovision than this. It has a dramatic intro and it's in French, which I will give it points for that. The beat is great, and the bells and the clock ticking are also really good. I wish the chorus was more dramatic about it, though. It felt like we were building up to something, and then once the chorus happened, it unfortunately left me wanting more. Like the verses constantly feel like, oh, we're about to get somewhere, and then once we hit the chorus, it stays in the same spot. Unfortunately for me, the vocals are good. I have no problems with Laura and her singing. I think she sings beautifully. The long note near the end, really good job. Well done. It's good. I need less na 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 na. Like I need a little bit less, just a little bit less, like a couple less. I think overall it's a good song, but like nothing like over the top. Nothing that's gonna like. I'm not gonna go out of my way to go listen to it again.
Fair, valid, and understandable.
Absolutely. Let's move to. I would as well. Let's move to Luzac, Je Danse. And you all will have just heard a clip in post.
You picked the right moment. Yeah,
I know.
Well, I will say,
or in English, I dance.
Oh wow! Who would have
groundbreaking.
Oh wow!
Literally, she is breaking the ground.
There is nothing groundbreaking about this song.
Yeah, I agree. I will say it is catchy as fuck. It had me hooked, and I was listening to this a lot after when I first listened to Luxembourg a few weeks ago. I did a reflective listen to reorganize the ranking today, and I just wanted to make sure everything was on the up and up. Did not hold up as well as I hoped it would upon close inspection, but like it's still a fun time, and I think that's something we do need at Eurovision to some capacity. Not my fave in the selection, but not bad by any means.
Okay, at the start, I was really enjoying the song at the start. I really enjoyed the in-your-face nature of the production. I really enjoyed that. But by the end of it, I was just left feeling a bit half full. Like, I feel like I was missing something from the song, and it's almost as if I went out for a meal, but I realized I don't have the budget for main menu items, so I just ordered a starter.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yes. I think I'm the one that's that likes this song the most out of everyone here. I like it has a nice piano intro. Like it has a nice beat. It's in French yet again, so I enjoy it. It's really dramatic and very like it goes hard for what it tries to go for. I like the electronics of the song, and the vocals are good, but it's still really produced. So I would hope that he is able to sing this live once he has to perform it. I think sending this to Eurovision would be really interesting because it's very different from the fake attempt that we did last year, the accident that we had. I don't know. This is just right up my alley. Like it's kind of what I like to listen to. Apparently, I like to listen to overly produced songs, so I guess I like this.
Well, we found our first, the code dupe of the year, because that's
This is
all
our
I got
second.
from this song.
This is our
Second.
Scarlet Challenger drives me crazy. Oh la la la, oh la la la.
I wouldn't call that a code dupe, personally. That's just
Love
me.
Katrina Apollo.
Love Katrina Apollo. No, I said in that video that is giving if Lana Del Rey was produced by Diplo. That's a completely different vibe.
It's also giving nothing, but that's beside the point.
But it's giving everything.
Exactly.
I like the instrumental of this. I like the flow of this. My favorite part was the little a cappella moment that we had at the end of the bridge. I think that I really, really like that, because with how heavy, and I use heavy kind of intentionally here as this is my qualifier, with how heavy the production is on this song on a whole, I like that there's just this quick moment of, we're going to take all of that out, and it's just vocal. And I wish this song did that more. Because overall, I leave listening to this song feeling heavy. For me, it's a bit too repetitive. I would have really liked if the song had been a little bit, more dense lyrically. But I do love the really big buildup at the end of each chorus. There's a flow to this song that I really like. If this wins, I think it would be such an interesting choice, specifically for Luxembourg. I think they would be able to stand out in a really interesting way. Though it would maybe fall into a similar vein as a song we already have for this year. Because it kind of gives a little bit of the French version of Germe, which we already have for Albania. Like there's a lot of comparisons that can be made. So I'll go ahead and say, personally, I don't think this is what Luxembourg should send. Should they send it regardless, I would love a little bit of a revamp to give it a little bit more room to breathe. This song doesn't feel like it can breathe really well. And I want a little bit of breathing that you need to do when you dance. I want a little bit of that in the song.
Yeah, that's fair. I also will personally say, I think most of these songs would need a revamp once they go to Eurovision. That's just my overall feeling, but I do want to say that I agree with you, that this is one of the ones that I think would need the most of a revamp, but I like it anyways.
It's still really good. All things considered, it's still a good song.
Yeah, but I fully understand that it would, a revamp is needed, but I think you could say that with every single song here.
Yeah, definitely. Let's move to Mana. I believe it's Mana. The umlaut is throwing me off. Regardless, Mana with Human Eyes. What do we think?
Wow, wonderful.
Thank you.
Way to put it in.
I think I should go first, because I'm gonna be so honest with you. I don't care for this song. This is not my cup of tea. It's an immediate attention grabber. The chorus, I like the chorus of the song, but I just don't really care for her vocals, unfortunately. They just don't bring anything interesting to me personally. They aren't bad, but I feel like she's constantly just quiet. Just constantly a little too quiet. The song itself is just fine. There's nothing bad about it, but there's not much of a standout for me personally. And I feel like it's been missing sort of a big moment for it. It needs a revamp if it does go to Eurovision. This is just not up my alley, unfortunately. This is not a song that I really care for.
So piggybacking off of that, because I'm in a very similar position as Eduardo on this, I don't dislike it. And I think the big thing for me is that I think this is something that has the potential, if her vocal improves, let's say it did win the selection, if her vocal improves from now until Eurovision, this could be a really, really strong song. Unfortunately, I just don't care for the vocal on it. I think the opening really had me interested and wanting to like it a lot. And the title is interesting, right? And I think that like kind of pulled me in, and then as it went on and it just kept going, I was like, I'm losing any interest I had. And I hope that, I mean, because to me, the vocal is the biggest hang up for me personally. I personally think the lyrics are pretty good. I think the instrumentation is solid. It's not a winner, but like the vocal could be enough to move this from like 10th, 11th in a semi to like 7th, 8th, 6th, 7th in a semi. For me, I think it's right side of the table either way, but like, you know, I think it has the room for improvement, but I don't know if we're going to have the opportunity to see that improvement.
I'm not in too much of a dissimilar position. I disagree on the instrumentation is solid part. I think the production was so overbearing, and that's why I can make out the lyrics. I don't think there's an issue with the vocal. I think it's more of an issue with the production itself.
That's fair.
The sound that it's going for, what it's attempting to do, I really enjoy. That's so the sound of the kind of song that they're attempting to make here is a song that I would really enjoy, but I think the production needs to pull back a bit. I don't think I have as much of an issue with her vocals as much as you two.
Not to harp on the vocals, but that was actually my biggest issue with the song is that she's flat in the studio version. That makes me worried.
Yeah.
Like, I think the vocal is good. My favorite thing about this song is her tone. I think she is a very talented singer with a very unique tone that lends itself to this kind of genre. There was a song last year, Agne, I cannot pronounce her last name and I never will try to, from Lithuania. There was a song in the Lithuanian selection last year called Puppeteer. And this song gives me very similar vibes to that song, where Agne has a really good way of, like, her tone really matches that kind of, like, sinister pop, for lack of a better term for it. And I think Mana has a very interesting tone when it comes to this kind of genre as well. Where this song loses me is in the construction. I feel like we dive into the song in the middle of the song. Like, we start in the middle of the song. And I'm just like, I'm taken a little aback by the way it starts. And then we kind of get into this, like, you think it's a bridge, but then it turns out, oh no, it's actually the chorus. Like, it's confusing to listen to. And whether that might be intentional. And if it is intentional, it's just going over my head a little bit. But I do really like the repetition of the song overall. It's a little weird.
See, and the thing is, every single critique that has been said, once it's been stated, I agree with it, right?
Yeah.
So like, and I think that's one of those things of like, okay, you have a song that is workable, but there's a lot of small things that you need to figure out and get fixed. Because I mean, granted, we don't know if there's been any work since the studio version was released, if they've edited anything, changed anything. I hope they have. But it doesn't seem like it's it's nowhere near a final form right now. This is like a egg Pokemon hatching, and like I need you to at least be a second stager by the time you get to my national final.
Yeah.
You're so real for that.
Yeah. It's not a bad song by
at least a war turtle.
Right.
Enough the Pokemon.
Anyway. Let's move to One Last Time, one of our two returning artists from last year's Luxembourg Song Contest. This year, they are singing Gambler's Song.
Oh no.
I don't know what it is, but I just can't find myself loving a single rock song this season. every time there's been a rock song that we've covered so far, I've not found myself enjoying it, and that's so weird for me. That's so unnatural for me.
It's been a mid-year for rock, all things considered. I agree.
I don't know. I just couldn't hook myself onto any part of the song. Maybe the bridge and the falsetto part towards the end, or whatever the fuck was happening there. It's been a while since I've heard this, but everything around that is honestly pretty forgettable in my ears, rather.
Yeah. I'll defend the song, I think, a little bit. I tend to like it like a little bit more, seemingly. I think it has a nice beat, and like the fact that we have a rockier song is, I think, something good. Um, I love the guitar. I do wish the chorus wasn't just la 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 la, but you know what? That's also fine. It has a really good pre-chorus, and it's really cool. I think it's almost there, but there's something that's about this that's really fun as well for me. Like it's a song that I would listen to on my own, but for Eurovision, I think it could also fall a little bit flat. I just know. I think I need to see it be staged more than anything. Once it's staged, I think I could really, like, put my finger on, like, maybe yes, maybe no. But there's something fun about this song that I enjoy and that I like. But I might just be biased towards rock songs. That's very possible as well.
Logan, would you like to go?
Not really, because I don't like the song. It's a lovely sentiment. I think it's a lovely song for what it is. For me, I wrote in my notes, it feels like a musical theater singer singing a pop rock song from the 2010s. Like there's this theatricality to the vocal that I remember from their song last year, and I really like it. But they're trying to like shove this theatricality, like turkey baste it into a rock song, and I can't. It's not for me. It's not for me. I do like there's a good like big note potential at the end. Like they hit a really good high note. And if they can hit that live, I think that'll get them, some votes, all things considered. But ultimately I find that it's too repetitive, and I think the song is going in too many different directions for me. But I love the concept. The concept of this song and the story of this song is my favorite part of the song.
Yeah, so something that was really interesting to me, I feel like this is one of those situations where we combined a bunch of really cool elements and threw them all into a blender, and then the thing that came out just wasn't cohesive in any way. I think lyrically and like storytelling wise, I fully agree with Logan. I think this song is really packed. I don't mind the vocal. I think the vocal's really cool. I don't mind the instrumentation. The problem is A plus B plus C does not equal fully complete song here. And that bothers me because I think separately, all of these elements are really interesting and they tell a really good story. But to me, right, the biggest problem is the instrumentation on this, because the vocal and the lyrics work well, but the instrumentation doesn't fit it at all. There's nothing that like, because to me, you can do it like a theatrical rock song. That's a thing that has existed forever, but it needs to be epic, right? I need to be hearing this thing. And it doesn't fit with this song, right? So because of that, they have to do something to make it work. And unfortunately, I just don't think they really went the right avenue for it. I don't know what would have been the right avenue. But I enjoy it a little bit because I think these elements are still interesting. It's kind of like a bad episode of a good TV show, right? Like, even if it's not the best, at least it's these characters I like that are still doing something interesting, even if it's not a good episode. This feels like a bad episode of a good TV show to me.
Yeah, it's like the worst episode of Gravity Falls. Like, it's still good.
Yeah, this is like the roadside attraction of One Last Time's music, probably.
You're so
sure. I'm not this.
This is the present.
Shall we move?
From Smiling Friends. Yes, you could move.
Let's move.
No, thank you. Next up
No,
we have
thank
Rafa.
you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
No, thank you. Next up is Rafaela, our other returning artist from last year, minus the Angie. She dropped her duet partner from last year, and this year she's saying no, thank you.
No, thank you.
And for that, I have to say, no, thank you.
Yeah, I have to agree.
I'm not feeling this song, y'all. I'm sorry. Here's what I have to say.
Mhm.
Love the instrumental. Love the vibe of the song. This is a song I should enjoy. This is right up my alley. This is a song I should really, really enjoy. There is almost no substance to this song, in my opinion. And the thing that bothers me the most is the phrasing of no thank you. Why is it only 4 no's? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense in my brain. Why is it no, thank you? No, thank you. It should be no, thank you. Like, it should be 5 no's. There should be 5 no's in that phrasing and not 4. That throws me off the song completely.
So I'm just gonna read from Rafaela's artist profile on Spotify real quick. So direct quote here: born and raised in Luxembourg, but of Portuguese descent. Rafaela, last name I can't pronounce because I don't want to butcher it. Well, Fernandez is her last name, middle name I can't pronounce. Is an up-and-coming artist with great ambitions. So I think the is very appropriate here.
Oh no,
because we heard she can do good.
No.
Okay,
one of my favorite songs last year.
what we're going to do
Whoa!
is remove Brook from the stage.
I did not do that. No, we're bringing
I was
Brook
going to
back.
add it back, sorry.
And now you've
Sorry,
made it work.
sorry.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Stop touching it.
Well, pardon the
Jesus
fuck out of me
Christ,
for sharing an
children.
opinion.
It was a joke, sorry.
Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna let you talk. Let me talk, okay?
Sorry,
Look,
it was a joke, sorry.
Look, okay? She has talent. Didn't get to finish my thought. She has talent. She is a good singer. In this situation replies to like, that's how I feel about this particular song. I don't enjoy it. No thank you. That would be the real key here. It's flat, it's boring, it's substanceless. I don't have any attachment to this whatsoever. I certainly hope that if she were to return to Luxembourg in the song contest in the future, that she brings something with a little bit more punch, because this just feels a bit, not even a bit, it feels really safe. And I don't like safe. Yeah. I have very little respect for safe at Eurovision.
Like, Drop was so good last year that I'm like, it's just not for me.
Not for me either. I'm with you, Logan. I am with you.
God. For a second there, I thought we were on the round table. I was getting like war flashbacks. Anyway,
Lewis is a traitor.
What? Because what was it in UK season 1 where someone thought that someone was a traitor because they lifted their glass with the right hand rather than the left hand or whatever. Anyway, we're that's a
go check out our traders coverage.
Yes, absolutely. Right. I love this. I really love this, and I'm surprised that me and Logan are on opposites this time round. where I'm usually, I mean, when it comes to pop girl anthems, I am Marmite. I love it or I hate it. There's no in between. But I really enjoyed this song. I'm quite surprised that it's me and Eduardo agreeing rather than me and Logan agreeing. I thought me and Logan were going to be agreeing on this, but I'm surprised. What did I put? I love the Love Me section. I love the Love Me section. I don't know what that means. I haven't heard this song in a while. The Love Me section. I thought this sounded very authentic as opposed to generic, and that's usually my biggest qualm with pop girl anthems. So yeah, I'm shocked. I really enjoyed it.
I've already messed this episode up enough. I will just say I enjoy this song. I think it's good. I think it's fun. It has a dance break, so it's gonna be fun there. It could be staged properly, and it could be fun. I have a lot of fun with this song.
Well, that's good.
High five it.
Fuck.
You're wrong way.
I'm just stupid. Sorry.
Oh no.
Here's
the trick. Here's the trick. You have to think of it as like, no, Brook is sitting on the left of me. So you go left. There you go.
Anyway, right.
Anyway, let's move on to Rhythmic Soul Wave with the song Stronger. Now, this group is made up of a bunch of different people from a bunch of different countries, and I'm kind of here for it.
Sound clip?
I'm trying to pull up. The sound clip already happened, okay?
Yeah.
But the group features Luxembourgish members, Spanish, Hungarian, and Cuban-Hungarian members.
Word.
Which is
Slay.
very fun.
Strongest element of the song for me is the vocal. I think the vocal is very, very good. Unfortunately, the weakest element of this is by far the lyrics. For me, I'm over it. I'm sorry. I need these like self-empowerment songs to just take a chill for like 3 years, because ever since Fight Song by Rachel Platten came out, like that's
You cannot! No! Absolutely not! I will not allow you to
You see,
compare
this is why I removed them.
masterpiece.
This is why I
I
removed
will
them.
not allow you. No. Brook, no. I will not
see?
allow you to compare this
I feel
masterpiece of a
vindicated
song
now.
to Fight Song.
I feel vindicated now. I feel vindicated.
No! No,
Wow.
thank you.
But
No,
we're not
thank
gonna
you,
do-
Brook.
No.
No, thank you.
Someone call Rafa. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I like the
Oh.
song though.
You're not allowed to like this song now. I'm
No.
not going to allow you to.
I love this. I love this song very much. I know there's probably more than one vocalist. There's one vocalist. There's probably a few vocalists. The biggest comparison I could make vocal-wise was Rebecca Ferguson, and there's probably a better comparison.
I made a better comparison, and I'm
Yeah,
genuinely
please.
surprised that I'm the one that made the comparison. This gives me such Amy Winehouse vibes.
That too, but Rebecca
song
Ferguson kind of reminds me of Amy.
Rebecca Ferguson, definitely same universe, but for me, this was Amy Winehouse down.
Yes. I love the vocals. I loved the key change.
Oh,
Loved the key change. Key changes. Yes. Some of them work, some of them don't. Here it worked. I think I would really, really love Luxembourg's chances if this got sent, to be honest, because I don't think there's going to be much competition for a song like this. Usually, like when a song like this gets sent. Okay, Portugal, maybe.
Portugal.
I don't.
I'm like,
Yeah, absolutely.
there's a strong chance that something that
Portugal.
sounds like this is gonna get sent by Portugal. Like, and I love
kind of their
Portugal at
brand.
Eurovision. I love Portugal at Eurovision. Let me make that very clear for people that have maybe not heard. I love Portugal. Love Portugal at Eurovision. I'm glad, Lewis, that you and I are back on the same side of things, because I love this song. I absolutely love this song.
They should be glad that the. I'm sorry, not to this. They should be glad the mamas said no to another year.
Right.
The mamas would have been.
Even though I'm still crying inside at that. Anyway.
I still need the mama to come back.
No, there's this beautiful, like, I love this beautiful R&B intro that we're getting. Like, the vocal is so good. The main issue I have with it in the studio version is just that the instrumental is too loud, and it does drown out the vocal just a little bit. But I think there's a lovely build that happens into the final chorus. There's something so cinematic about this song too that I'm really, really enjoying. I really, really like this song. Do I think it is the most competitive song in the world? No. I don't. And it's unfortunate, because I would love to see more like laid back R&B at Eurovision, because it's really a genre that we have not gotten a lot of, nor has it really ever been successful. But I really like this.
Okay. Well, I tend to lean, I guess, more closer towards Brook's side than towards y'all's. Not as hard. I feel like we're looking at a very middle of the road selection, and this is the most middle of the road out of the middle of the road selections. Like, it's just what I will give it. It has really nice, rich, buttery vocals. There you go. I can't speak today. It has buttery vocals, and so it sounds like it comes from the soul. And I really, really like that. I really, really enjoy the vocals here. That's like incredible, and I think the instrumentals are nice. I enjoy it, and I don't think it's bad in any way, shape, or form. It's just not my favorite, unfortunately. I think this would be my perfectly solid award for this one, unfortunately. Like, there's nothing wrong about it, but it doesn't do anything outstanding for me either. I just want it to be more than it is, and I want it to do more than it does. It just, I don't know. It needs more, but shout out to whoever's in that trumpet. Whoever's playing that trumpet, shout out. You're amazing. I love you. Call me. Anyways.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Anyway, let's move to our last song of the selection, and that is 0.5 with Ride.
The first thing I put literally 5 seconds in, or like 10 seconds in, I put Greatest Showman / Avicii as beat.
And then it
don't disrespect Avicii like that.
No. When I'm
specifically,
Wake Me Up, because Wake Me Up has country.
Mm-hmm.
Don't disrespect
and
like
from
that.
now on is slightly country towards the start.
I mean, the word we're looking for here is folk. Because
right, folk. Right.
Folk is the word we're looking for here.
Yeah.
I'll let you keep talking though.
Regardless, it's just one of those things. We've covered this kind of music many times on this channel before, where we just agree this is not for me. It just isn't for me, and I'm fine with that. There's nothing wrong with it for what it's achieving. What it's trying to do is it's achieving what it's trying to do, but it's just the brand of music that I don't care for.
Yeah. I like. I don't like it. Well, it's not that I don't like it. I don't care for it. I like the clapping of it, but this feels very much like it's like Riptide's less popular younger brother. You know, like this feels like
No, I don't. I'm not following you on that one, darling.
You're not okay. Whatever. In my brain, it just works. Like Riptide's just like less popular, uglier brother. Anyway. It just
I love when we make comparisons because some of them are so outlandish.
Yeah, I guess. Whatever.
Rachel
I guess
Platten,
I tried to do something, it didn't work, clearly.
Hey, I said Temptations on Junior last year, so
it feels generic anyways. It just feels radio friendly, generic, something that I've listened to before. I like the country parts, and like the vocals on it are kind of fun. It just feels like there's depth that is missing. Like, yet again, I wanted to do more than it does and be more than it is. And all I can say is, I bet the staging will be fun, but that's about it. Like, I don't think anything else about this will be anything outstanding.
Yeah, for me, this is my perfectly solid song for this selection. It's really not bad. My favorite part is the banjo. I like a banjo. Big fan of a banjo.
Mm-hmm.
There's something watered down about this song. Like, it feels like it's trying to go for like folk. It's very similar to how I felt about One Last Time, where it's like it's trying to do a bunch of different things. It's trying to be folk, but also pop, but also country, but also radio friendly, but also give that like singer-songwriter vibe, and it's not really succeeding on any of the fronts. Lyrically, I think it's a good song. I want the vocal to hit stronger because the instrumental is actually pretty good on this song. But I want the vocal to have a bit more punch to it. And in the studio version we heard, or at least that I heard, the vocal just sounded very monotonous, which is not a bad thing, but I want some energy in the song, and I'm not really getting energy from it.
Well, since Avicii was brought up, I would like to remind the world that I do have this lovely little Avicii tattoo, right here. So that should tell you pretty handily what I think about this song. I think the song is great. Personally, as someone who, I'm gonna just say it, listens to the most folk out of this panel, probably. It's either me or no, it's me. It's me. Listens to the most folk out of this panel. I think the folk elements actually really work here. I'm always a sucker for a good banjo. This reminded me a lot of like if Mumford and Sons did a song with Avicii.
Oh,
and I'm not mad at that. I think it actually sounds really cool. And like old Mumford, not new Mumford. That's really bad. Like Babel era Mumford, like 2012.
I haven't heard of them in a while. I like that.
When they were popular, when they won an album of the year at the Grammys.
Yes.
Like that era of Mumford. And I think it really works. I don't really get the vibe of radio friendly in terms of like we're trying to get on radio. It's more of it is radio friendly, but I don't think it's trying to be. And maybe that's just me. Because I mean, if it was trying to be radio friendly, girl, you missed your boat like 7 or 8 years ago. Folk has kind of died down in the mainstream again. But I really enjoy this. I think this is really great. And I don't think it's gonna do anything at the contest, but I hope it does okay.
Period.
Wonderful.
Well, that's all the songs that we have for the selection. So, we've now come to the point in our program where we must discuss points. Now, Anissa is not here, but asked that we share their points regardless, which is what I'll be doing because I've decided that today I'm going to do it. So, Anissa's 4 points go to Mana with Human Eyes.
Okay.
And my 4 points go to Gambler's Song.
My 4 points will be going to No Thank You.
Oh, wow.
My 4 points are also going to Gambler's Song.
Okay. And my 4 points will also be going to Mana, Human Eyes.
Period. Anissa's 5 points go to 0.5 with Ride. My 5 points go to Human Eyes.
My 5 points will be going to Gambler's Song.
My 0.5 points will be going to 0.5.
I see what you did there.
Thank you.
Of course. And my 5 points will be going to 0.5.
Okay. 6 points from Anissa will be going to Rhythmic Soul Wave with Stronger. And my 6 points will be going to 0.5.
My 6 points will be going to Human Eyes.
My 6 points are going to Luzak. Je danse.
My 6 points will be going to Rhythmic Soul Wave with Stronger.
Period. 7 points from Anissa go to No Thank You. And my 7 points also go to No Thank You.
My 7 points will be going to Stronger.
My 7 points are going to Mana, Human Eyes.
Wow. My 7 points will be going to Gambler's Song.
And there's only one song that all three of us have in our top 3, and I think that's very fun and lovely.
Mm-hmm.
8 points from Anissa will be going to Gambler's Song for some reason.
Could be worse.
And my 8 points go to Je danse.
My 8 points also go to Je danse.
My 8 points. It's time to finally give her some points. Laura Thorne for Le Poupée Mon Leçon.
Well, my 8 points also go to Laura Song with La Poupe Mont Leton.
You just
Na,
love
na,
poop.
na, na. La Poupe.
Poupée?
La
Poupée?
Poupe. La Poupe.
La poupée monte sang.
La
Poupe. Anyways.
Anyway, Anissa's 10 points will be going to Je danse. Je danse.
Why are we saying it like it's France?
Because it's in French, and that's what I want to do on this occasion, okay?
Je danse.
Je danse.
Anyways.
It's really close between my top two, but my 10 points are going to be going to Rhythmic Soul Wave.
My 10 points will be going to La Poupée Mont Leçon. Na, 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 na.
My 10 points are going to Rafaela for No Thank You.
And my 10 points will be going to Lusac with Je danse.
Je danse.
Je danse.
Je
Je
danse.
danse.
There you go.
And as far as 12 points are concerned, Anissa's 12 points go to La Poupée Mon Leçon. Na, 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 na. La Poupée Mon Leçon.
Na, 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 na.
I also am giving 12 points to Laura Thorne.
My 12 points will be going to Ride from 0.5.
My 12 points are going to Rhythmic Soul Wave for Stronger.
And my 12 points will be going to Rafaela with No Thank You.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No Thank You.
No,
No, thank
no,
you.
thank you. Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
Thank-
Thank you.
No, thank
La
you.
Poupée Mont Leçon.
La, 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 la. Okay, I have our scores.
Oh,
Do
that
we
was
want
speedy.
our score?
Now
Yeah,
I can
because
take notes.
it was short. Okay, so in 7th place, we have Mana with Human Eyes. In 6th place, we have One Less Time with Gambler Song. In 5th place, we have 0.5 with Ride. In 4th place, we have Rafaela with No Thank You. In 3rd place, we have Rhythmic Soul Wave with Stronger. In 2nd place, we have Lusac with Je danse.
Je danse.
And with 50 points, our winner is Laura Thorne with La Poupée Mont Leçon.
I would be
La,
very
la,
happy.
la,
I would be
I would
very
be
happy with that.
very happy.
And the
I'd be
odds are
very
favoring her. The odds
Yeah.
are
She
favoring
is
her.
winning the odds by
There
a
you
lot.
go. There you go.
La Poupée
Poupée
Mon
La,
Leçon.
la,
So according to our fan poll on Eurovision World, because it is the place I check for this, Laura Thorne currently winning the fan poll with 55% of the vote. Second place being Je danse. So at 16. So like there's a very sizable gap from first to second here.
Yep.
Well,
I do
the
think she's
gap
gonna
from-
go, Loki.
yeah. The gap from first to second place is 8 points. Laura had 50 points. Lusac had 42. So
Okay.
that's a big point difference.
Needless to say, I think there's a very strong likelihood that we will already have one French song at Eurovision come January 25th. So,
I agree.
but with that, thank you for joining us for this Luxembourg Song Contest review for 2025. Let us know all your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know who you're giving your 12 points to. Subscribe, like, and share because we're going to be here all Eurovision season doing almost all national selection and Eurovision coverage things. So we'll be around doing cute, lovely, wonderful things. We've got a lot of Eurovision videos coming out shortly, so tune in for those. Check out the description below where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, our Patreon, our social media, and where you can get your merch, including but not limited to Cup mug. And with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. So Europe, Australia, and the world, stop watching and go watch another one of our videos. Cheers.
Cheers.